Hi everyone and welcome to the channel. If we're new to each other, my name is Jamie and today we're talking about AirPods. We officially have the Trinity line of AirPods. And if you're trying to pick out the right pair that is right for you or for someone else, if you're looking to pick one up as a gift, it has never been more confusing. We have a variety of different price points, a variety of different features. So we're going to just break them on down so you can figure out which one is right for you. And the very first one up is the one that started the entire wireless earbud craze, the original AirPods. So if you're ready, let's get started. So the original AirPods, these guys really did start the entire wireless earbud craze 4 years ago, December 2016. So crazy to even say that year. But I totally remember watching that keynote back in October 2016 and thinking, oh my God, what is this? It's the future. And here we are 4 years later, and these guys are still so relevant and crazy how they've really taken over, and there is no other earbud line that really competes. And what really sets them apart from any other wireless earbud is that Apple ecosystem. And the same is true about these guys over here. Just bringing these earbuds next to any of your Apple products, whether it's your iPhone, iPad, even now your iMac, MacBook, and it automatically knows that they're nearby, and it makes pairing, switching between products so easy. And that's really why these guys just stand out so much more than the competitors. So speaking of competitive, the price of these guys have not changed whatsoever in the last 4 years. You could still pick them up for the non-wireless case version at $159, or if you do prefer the wireless charging capabilities, $199. But that price does not really fluctuate. I do have a couple affiliate links down below if you do consider clicking on those to support me and support the channel. Whether you buy the products through there or not, you can just shop around through Amazon for anything that you do need, and it really helps me out a whole heck of a lot. So I would appreciate that. But you'll find the prices through Amazon fluctuate from time to time. Right now you're able to find the AirPods at around $124, but again, the price does fluctuate, so you could shop around for a good deal. The price does not change on these guys. They're still such high quality, such high technology, and still really sought after all these years. And if you had the opportunity to try one of these guys on and the fit is not a concern, they make the perfect option for you or for someone else because they are really great and they feel great in your ear. And then probably another setback is the design. It's a little aged now, 4 years later, and Apple has certainly released questionable designs. I mean, we're looking at the AirPods Max, and that is a questionable design. But these designs do tend to catch on, and they do tend to stick. One factor of why people probably have the concern of them falling out of the ears is they're not lining them up correctly. You place them into your ear, and it's just using a little long stem, and again, the stem is a little aged now, just lining it up with your jawline, press against the side of your face, and you're fine. They're not going to fall out. But instead, what I see out when people are like running or on a treadmill is that there just pops out all over the place, and absolutely they're going to fall out of your ears. They're not even placed in there correctly. So just placing them in, lining them up with your jawline, and I think you should be good to go. And then that brings us to the AirPods Pro. And what was lacking in the original AirPods, the AirPods Pro really took care of. But they come in at a starting price of $249. But with that price, the stem got a nice little trim job, as well as the inclusion of adjustable ear tips. So these guys just pop right on off and then pop right on, just like that. And they come in 3 sizes, small, medium, and large. And if you do happen to lose them, Apple does sell replacement ear tips on their websites. But again, I've never had a single issue with these guys just falling off for whatever reason and misplacing them and losing them. They stay right in place, and I've had them for 2 years now. But along with an update in the design, we also got an update in the software technology that's built into these guys. So it does have the same H1 chip that you'll find in the original AirPods, but these come to include Spatial audio for an immersive experience. And if you've ever watched a movie with these AirPods Pro, you would totally understand. And if you haven't, which you probably haven't if you're watching this video, it's truly something that you need to experience if you're using these guys to watch video on your iPhone, iPad, or even your MacBook. And along with that spatial audio, the way you interact with these guys are a little different than the original AirPods. The original AirPods, you just give them a little tap tap to activate Siri, skip songs, pause the music. These guys, you give them a little press right along that stem to pause, play, things like that. Audio adjustability always usually has to happen on your Apple Watch or iPhone, on your specific device. You are able to ask Siri to adjust the volume, but that's a little more of a nuisance than a convenience. And then a little fun fact that not a lot of people know about is that if you do pick these up through Apple on their apple.com website, you are able to get customized engraving on them, which is pretty cool. So you can't get that if you do use Amazon or Best Buy or any third-party vendor. It's really cool. The option for engraving is available for all three. And then moving on to the Max, these guys feel amazing. They feel expensive and they are a little bit heavy, so if you watch my unboxing, that's something that you will notice right away. And it's pretty much because there is no plastic making up these guys. It's all aluminum or even real stainless steel alongside of the silicone that's used for the headband here. But for that expensive look, you're gonna pay that expensive price because they start at $550 if you're able to find them anywhere. Right now, they're back ordered for weeks at a time, 8 to 12 the last time I checked. But these guys are so amazing. And if that price point is in your budget, they're completely different than its brother and sister here, the AirPods, and they're totally for a different consumer as well. I would say that these guys are better if you intend to be a little more stationary than active. I can't see myself really wearing these guys at a gym. I mean, we talked about the sweat resistance in the AirPods Pro, but if you do tend to get a little sweaty, these ear cups here are made of a memory foam fabric, and just imagining your sweat seeping in here and staying in here, it sounds a little gross. You are able to replace these over time, and Apple sells them on their website for $69. But the one thing they do not sell is this little canopy here, which is also made out of mesh. So the concerns of hair products, a sweaty head is a very real thing. So I don't know if I would be using these for an active workout. AirPod Pros are really ideal for that. But if you are staying stationary to watch movies, take audio calls, Zoom calls, whatever it may be, these guys are perfect. I've worn them for hours at a time now, and they really feel great. So even if you disregard the weight of the metal, they do not feel heavy on your head. I suppose the canopy really does help with that, even though it's quite of an odd look, and it's a shame that you can't replace it over time. But they really do feel great on your head. They suction around the whole cup of your ear. And the battery life on these guys are also really, really great. You get 20 hours of battery life, and if you do need a little quick charge, 5 minutes will get you an hour and a half worth of listening. There is no on and off button, which is kind of a shame. You do need to put them into the case for power saving mode. But to be honest, I never use this case. It just sits off to the side. I'm not gonna call it ugly. Everyone's already done that, but it just doesn't work. I don't feel like my AirPods are getting protected by using this case, and it's really not necessary. Even if they don't turn off, they do turn off eventually somehow, and the battery does not drain. I mean, just like your iPhone, your iPad, whatever technology is in there that keeps them on standby for an extended period of time without seeing that large battery loss, it's exactly what you'll find on these. I've only found myself needing to charge them a total of 2 times now, and it's been a week. And that's not using this case here to preserve the battery life of the AirPods Max. And then of course, those features that we talked about on the AirPods Pro, the Max take it to a whole nother level. Spatial audio is something else. If you've watched any unboxings, first impressions, first time someone puts this thing on their head, it's like, whoa. It really brings it onto a whole nother level. Transparency mode is even better because there's 3 exterior microphones here, so it really brings everything that's going on the outside, brings it on inside without you needing to remove it from your head, especially since there's no real good place to store these, because the case, even if you do put it in the case, you kind of have to carry it around like a purse, so you might as well just keep it on your head and just bring everything that's going on the outside in. And then of course, active noise canceling is something else. You absolutely cannot hear anything that's going on in the outside world if you have any form of audio going on in these headphones. And of course, the biggest con is that $550 entry price. It is so crazy, and just to listen to music, which is exactly what you could do with any of these other headphones here, whether it's the original AirPods or the Pro, the audio experience is still really pretty amazing. And there you have it, guys. 3 very great yet very different audio experiences. You have the ones that started it all. The original AirPods. These are great for your casual user, maybe for children. Also nice to have a couple of these, maybe one in your bag, one in your car. Very go-to type of audio device. And then you have the AirPods Pro. These are definitely the Pro device and probably my favorite out of the bunch. These are great if you're choosing these for an active person, whether again that be yourself or for someone else, someone who likes to jog, run, any type of fitness type of activity with AirPods. These are great because they suction into your ears and they really have that custom fit that you do not get with the original. And then of course the AirPods Max. I think these are great if you do plan on being stationary, but I do not think these are the one-stop solution for all your audio needs. And for that price point, they really should be. And if you've made it all the way to the end of this video, I appreciate each and every one of you. It means a whole heck of a lot. Don't forget to hit that like button and maybe even consider subscribing to the channel if you aren't already. YouTube tells me 97% of you guys watching right now aren't subscribed, so please consider doing so. And until next time, see ya.